Brian Sensei here. Do you use Avery products to create event badges or address labels? Did you know that Avery has a free online tool that you can use to design and mail merge? Let's check it out. Okay, so here you can see I have a list of students and instructors who participate at my School of Rock. So I've got their title listed here. I've got their first name, their last name. So now I want to do a mail merge to make badges. So I'm going to head over to avery.com. All right, once I'm here, I'm going to click on templates, and then I'm going to go to find a template. Now, this assumes you've already purchased Avery printing labels or badges or whatever the product is. In my case, I purchased the badges product. So I'm going to click over here on name tags and badges. And then here, all I have to do is scroll down and find the template number of the product that I purchased. I can also type it in up here to search for it. Now, the one I have happens to be 5390. So here it is right here. I'm going to go ahead and click on this. All right, now I'm just going to click on Start Designing. All right, here you're going to be asked to sign up with Avery. Simply provide an email address and sign up for free. All right, once you get signed in, you're going to see the design and print interface. This is a nice wizard that steps you through the process of choosing your template, choosing a design, customizing, preview, and print. And here there are three options for my product. I'm going to go ahead and select this middle option here. All right, now here I get an opportunity to choose a design. That's right. You can go ahead and select from these pre-designed templates if you'd like, or you can click on the blank badge item and begin designing from scratch. I'm going to go ahead and do blank. All right, so here we're now going to customize or design our badge. And so we can start with things like background. We can actually set background colors if we'd like. Here we can turn on the grid and other options that help us organize our content. And then we have a zoom level as well. All right, so on the left, this is where you can begin entering content. You can add text boxes, images. Here is where you import your data. We have shapes, QR codes, and numbers. So I'm going to start by importing my image because I want to bring in my own custom branding for my School of Rock. I'll click on image, and then I'll go to add image. Here I can browse to the file, and I'm going to go ahead and use this one. That image is going to upload and then get placed right on the canvas here. And so now you have options up here at the top where you can align, arrange, and do some other things with your image. You can move it around, place it where you want. And over here on the left, we can do things like crop the image. I'm going to go ahead and crop this a little bit just to save me some room on the canvas here. All right, that's looking good. I'm going to go ahead and bring this up to the top. All right. Now I want to bring in my data. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Import Data. And I'll click Start Import / Merge. Here I'm going to browse for the file. And here it is. Open that up. And here we're going to be asked if the first row contains column titles. Uncheck this box so they do not print. So I'm going to go ahead and uncheck this box because my data does include headings. And I'll click on Next. Now here we have the opportunity to arrange the fields of information on the badge. So here I want the first name. I'll drag that on. And we want a space after the first name, so I'll type a space, and then I'll drag last name on. Then I'll hit return because I want to go to the next line here. And here I want to place the title. So I'll drag that in. All right, so I got the first name, last name, and whether or not they're a student or instructor. I'm going to click next. And this just calls out that you're going to be editing all of your badges in terms of your design, but you can switch to edit one if you'd like to edit an individual badge. All right, I'm going to click finish. All right, so now you'll notice that my text has pulled on to the badge, but you'll notice that it's on top of my image. So I can either move this image down and out of the way, or I can move the text box that contains my mail merge data and move this down below. I think I'll go with that. Now, what I can do is customize the font of this text box. So with this text box selected, I'm going to come over here to my font types, and I have the ability to change these to a different font type. And I can also change font size right here. And maybe I want the name to be a little bit larger. I can go ahead and highlight the name and bump up the size of the font of just the name. And then, of course, we can change the color of the font, the alignment, line spacing, etc. All right, and I'm pretty satisfied with that. So now I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go ahead and preview and print. So down at the bottom right, there's the preview and print button. I'll click here. All right, now we're looking at the actual print job and how these will print out onto the badges. And we can click here and browse through each and every page that will be printed just to make sure that all of these names look good and that there are no problems. Now, if you see a problem with one of the badges and you want to fix it, for example, maybe the name is too long, you can go ahead and go back to customize and you can edit a single badge. But this looks good to me, so I'm going to go ahead over here on the right and I'm going to get PDF to print. And it's telling me that it recommends that I save the project so I don't lose the work. So I'll go ahead and save it. And here I can give it a custom name, Rock School Conference. And here you have the option to save your mail merge data to your account for future use. And I'll go ahead and save to my account. All right, the project was saved, got it. And now we can download the PDF. And here we've got the file, and I'm going to go ahead and open it up. We'll take a look. And boom, shakalaka. There they are, ready to print onto the Avery labels. Please like and subscribe.